Since time immemorial, Hawaiians have cherished their water as a life-giving source. This relationship has always played out in the laws that govern its use and distribution. In the late 1800s, with the introduction of large sugar plantations, these same rights were embedded in agreements mandating the highest priority would be given to downstream users, while allowing surplus water to be transported for off-stream use.
There's the agreement in 1876 to allow the ditch system to be built, and also an agreement that in the building of that ditch system, no rights of downstream users in that area would be impacted. So like if someone was growing kalo next to a stream, that right to continue to use that water for kalo cultivation would not be impacted. The person would still get the amount of water that was needed to continue that practice. That didn't happen though.
They're affecting my way of life, yeah, by diverting all the water. And that's our sovereign rights. The taro farmer and the taro has the rights to the water first before anybody else.
Do we have rights or don't we? This is considered the largest contested water case in the history of Hawaii, up against an existing sugar company. Think about it, people. Who overthrew our government? The sugar planters and businessmen. These are the same people we are dealing with. Same corporation, same owner, family owners. Our resources, not yours. Politics and economics, they control everything.
They all corrupt, they all for the money, yeah? We're here just trying to make a living.
For decades, the rights guaranteed downstream users in East Maui have been violated by the continued dewatering of more than 100 streams. The waters brought to central Maui by EMI to water the sugarcane fields of HCNS averages 164 million gallons a day and can be as much as 450 million gallons a day during rainy periods. By comparison, all of Oahu consumes an average of 160 million gallons a day. So the state has allowed HCNS to use as much as the entire island of Oahu uses, where 80% of the state's population lives, leaving East Maui residents with miles of dead streams.
Right now we are sitting in Honolulu River, which you can see is dry, wet from the raindrops. This is one of the key sources for our water that they divert way up above.
The impact on this environment is tremendous. When you kill a stream and you allow invasive species to take over, that's a sin. If you when you're Kanaka and you sing Malamaaina, you're really sing the word Malamaaina. Is that called Malamaaina? The dewatering of the streams and the dead stream? How can you sing Malamaaina?
We had Hi'ivai, and this was only like 10 years ago. When the thing went bone dry, everything died. Hi'ivai, everything died.
This is pala, they call this. And how you get this, one of the main reasons is from the water. You need fresh water, you need flowing water to farm haloa, the kalo. Because if you're farming with warm water, you're pretty much cooking the taro already. You know what I mean? You're cooking the taro before the thing even get out of the dirt. You gotta take them down to no more. And this is the outcome. This is all I get left. Go make poi with. Crazy.
When we had this fight for the water and talked with my mom, and she said we needed to get into this, even though in her advancing age and my aunties, they knew that this was a thing that they had to do. We have 4 ditches that tax our stream. That'll be the Hamakua Ditch, Wailoa Ditch, the Lowry Ditch, and the lowest ditch would be the Haiku Ditch, which is about 2 miles upstream. They have no qualms about dewatering streams just to take it to somewhere else where it doesn't belong. A lot of our things are being exported out, and we should be growing our own foods, especially our own native foods, growing our own ulu, growing our own taro.
Traditional and customary rights are guaranteed these residents. There is no confusion. The law is clear. The state must stand up to the water diverters and represent the people who have waited far too long for their waters to flow.
When you look at the law that applies to this case, that's why the law reads the way it does, because it took into recognition the fact of the importance of that water to these people. You could not divert to the point of injuring someone else's rights.
I have gathered with my grandparents since I was probably maybe younger than 4. They would put me on their backs, hike me in the mountains with them. It's the best experience you could ever have as a child. Growing up, we didn't get presents from our grandparents for Christmas, but to me, the present was going to the mountains and the ocean and gathering with them and learning all that they know. If the water was restored, flowing freely, we could be catching opai, oopu, hihivai, and then down by the ocean, you could throw your nets, the moi will be breeding there, all kinds of fish, aholes. Mauka tumakai, it's our way of life.
Let the people take care of themselves. Let the people take care of their families the way that they have done for generations and generations. It's worked. Enough of taking and taking and taking and not giving back anything to our community.
We know everybody need water out there for drink. We're willing to give, but give us too. And just be fair with us as all.
For me, this place get so much feeling, and I wasn't even 15, 16, I think, when I lost my dad. But he told me if I never give this place up, you know what I mean, never give up. My father had Maki already, my tutu man had Maki, and they've been fighting for him from before their time. One day we won't see him up in, you know. Everything gonna come back eventually.
It's been a long journey, and for me, I love my community, I love my home, and I love my kupuna. I ain't changing, and I ain't giving in, guys. And I'm not here to bargain with nobody. It's our home. My kupuna will never tolerate us if we no can fight for our own backyard. All of this has been passed on down to us.
Will my mo'opunas be able to see what I saw when I was younger? Will they tell me, how come you never fought for us? Did you not try to protect our aina? You know, I would not live comfortably knowing that I did not fight for this.
All you Hawaiians out there, we're doing this for you because that's our rights, yeah? And everybody got it in them, a little bit taro farming. Get your hands and get your feet in the mud. Come help us fight this battle with the state. We was like the chosen one to take care of this plant. That's why we're gonna fight to the end.
It's in us. We ku'aina. And if you look good inside you want to. You just gotta go there.
This month, the State Commission on Water Resource Management will hold hearings in Maui to address the long overdue contested case, petitioning amendments to the interim in-stream flow standards of 27 streams from Honopou to Makapipi in the Ko'olau district of East Maui.